3-hour workouts, that sort of thing, the intensity, while the Raiders seem so relaxed. What are your feelings now in the fourth quarter?
Well, Dick, I'll tell you, I've been to the Super Bowl twice. The first time we were not able to handle all of the publicity, and when adversity hit, we weren't able to come back. And I think that can happen to a lot of teams. Pittsburgh, after all, is only the team to come here for the first time and win it. And although Philadelphia worked very hard, until you walk through that gate into the field, when you see 75,000 people screaming and yelling here, you know the magnitude of this game. As you said before during this contest, it is a happening. And when adversity does hit, a lot of bad things can happen to a football team. And I think that is what is happening to Philadelphia. Even though they said, yes, we have things under control and we know what to expect down there, until you get there, or here being the case at the Superdome in New Orleans, you really don't know what to expect.
I asked Gene Upshaw yesterday after the workout. I said, Gene, you played in the 2 previous Super Bowls. What can you give the other younger members of your team? He said, the biggest thing is to remind them, just because we won the AFC, that's not enough. Let's not celebrate that. The season isn't over until today. You don't want to celebrate too hard that next to last win. Montgomery, shirt tail down by Ted Hendricks.
Just an extra comment to add to what you said, Lenny. Sometimes expectations are very important too. And I think the goal that the Eagles set for themselves was to get to the Super Bowl. I think the Oakland Raiders were thinking about getting here and winning the game.
Hendricks, he too with Super Bowl experience with the Raiders and the Colts. Dick Vermeil, time running out, and some of the Eagle fans are nervous. They want Philadelphia to get the ball in the air.
Here it goes.
Complete. At the 40, that'll be a first down. Lester Hayes made the tackle on Charlie Smith. 17-yard play.
One of the problems the Eagles have is that they were constructed as a ball control team. They do not have the explosive system that would allow them to move the ball as quickly as some other teams in the NFL.
That's Dave Browning, the defensive end of the Raiders.
Must have jammed his neck. They're trying to get him a little relief there. Dr. Rosenfeld in front of him, the Raider doctor.
Jaworski approaching a Super Bowl record with 32 passes. The mark is Tarkenton's 35. Complete to Montgomery at the Oakland 41. And the Eagles are hustling into the huddle. 19 yards on that first down. Clock running, 6:45, 6:44 left.
Jaworski angry at not having the signals more quickly. One of the weaknesses of not having a quarterback call his own signals, you have to wait for them to come in.
Good point. You can see the frustration on the face of Jaworski. 6:23 as they break huddle. Oakland 27, Philadelphia 10, fourth quarter. Leroy Harris, a strange call. Rod Martin makes the tackle. Hard to believe they're running with a 17-point deficit.
One thing for certain, the Oakland Raiders lined up expecting the pass. You see the signals being made from the sideline. Vermeil trying to get Wilbert Montgomery quickly to the sideline.
Of course, the fact is, Merlin, that if you misfire on a pass, at least, unless it's intercepted, it stops the clock. You misfire on a run, and you've wasted another half minute.
Well, obviously, the clock is their worst enemy now. They need quick scores, not just touchdowns, but quick touchdowns.
2nd and 11. Fumble, and that's going to about do it. The Raiders have recovered. Willie Jones has the football. And now the Raiders start to celebrate. The fans know that this one's going to belong to them with 5.5 left. Another mistake by Philadelphia.
And I can't help but reflect on that picture of frustration that we saw moments ago. Jaworski looking to the sideline, angry at not getting the signal. Vermeil angry at not being able to get the help he needs. And then a crucial mistake.
Haste makes waste. 5:30 left. It's Oakland in front by 17. Dick Vermeil, every year he improved this Eagle team. He got them to the Super Bowl. You saw John Madden on a commercial. We want to offer you a comment. Madden told us a few years ago when his team beat Minnesota rather handily in Super Bowl 11. And now Van Egan and the Raiders trying to run out the clock with 5.5 minutes left. Said Madden, he said, the sad thing about the Super Bowl is one team has worked all year long to get here and goes home a loser and joins the other 26. They'll be remembered as losers or forgotten totally. And one team wears that Super Bowl ring. And for the fans of the Eagles, to be remembered that they had a tremendous year. And they did get to the Super Bowl. They've not had a good day here, but they played an excellent team.
With the kind of organization that Dick Vermeil has set up, they may well be back again next year.
With 4:50 left, Kenny King near midfield, short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and about 3. Jerry Robinson with a tackle. Al Davis and Pete Rozelle. That's going to follow if this continues, and it'll be interesting to hear both the speech made by the commissioner and, well, that's 4 years ago when John Madden was the coach, and Mr. Rozelle presented Mr. Davis with a Lombardi trophy. It'll be interesting to see what Al Davis has to say to the commissioner.
They're all smiling in that picture, and there's a smiling Al Davis. There was thought that, in fact, there was a statement that the players might boo Commissioner Rozelle. I doubt that. I think they're going to be so happy in that locker room that they'll be more celebrating than anything else.
Incomplete. Arthur Whittington to stop the clock, and that'll bring on the kicking team, Ray Guy's first punt of the second half. You know, it's a shame there is that animosity when you consider that that is a very close company, the commissioner and the 28 owners of the National Football League franchises. And now the calls back and forth, the innuendos, allegations, even to name calling. Part of life, however. All cannot be rosy.
Ray Guy getting his first opportunity. In fact, this is the first kick of the second half. Both teams able to move the ball and only being stopped by mistakes or scores.
Wally Henry deep at the 9 for Philadelphia. We'll see if the Eagles come after the punt. 10 men on the line of scrimmage. Snap. Guy sends a nice kick away. Henry at the 11. And dropped inside the 10. Jeff Barnes made the tackle. Good kick by Guy. 39 yards, a -2 on the return. We have a timeout for Philadelphia. They look at the clock. 3:51, all that's left, and they trail by 17.
Ray Guy, even with a bad snap, able to scoop it up and kick the ball away effectively. Great athlete. John Brody, you've been watching the line of scrimmage. Give us your reflection.
Well, I think the things that Oakland knew had to happen did happen, and that's the simplicity of it, Merlin. They knew they had to handle Hairston. They knew they had to handle Johnson, and they have done so. They didn't do so when they lost early in the season 10-7, and they really dominated the line of scrimmage today.
Charlie Smith, but it's broken up. Dwayne Osteen knocked it away and complete. There's 3:46 left. The Raiders 27, the Eagles 10. What a story. The Oakland Raiders, a team picked by many to finish last in that tough AFC Western Division. Most of them like San Diego better, even Seattle, Denver. Dan Pastorini. Wonder what his thoughts are. Broken leg in the 5th game. He's been the forgotten man. They've done very well without him.
The hottest rumor going around this town is that Pastorini has been traded already to Green Bay for Lofton. James Lofton, wide receiver.
That's all Oakland needs is another man like that. Montgomery has a first down but stays inbound. Let's go to John Brody as he examines how that Oakland line has blocked Carl Hairston.
Well, when things happen as easily as they have happened for Oakland, Dick, you have to take a look down in the trenches. Art Shell has been a great player 4 times in the Pro Bowl. Now look at that block. He's blocking against what many consider to be the best defensive lineman in the game. He may not have had that kind of recognition, but the Oakland football team knew how good he was, and he absolutely destroyed him the first time the two teams met. In the middle of the line, Dave Dalby has done the same thing on Johnson. He's gotten some help from Marvin. The 2 guards have played exceptionally helping out, but there just has not been a pass rush.
The Eagles have